what should we be looking out for when we're reading nutritional labels?
So
Or nutrition labels?
Nutrition labels, obviously you look at your carb, your fat, your protein. Generally they say protein you need 0.8 to 1 gram of protein per kilogram of body weight. So that's a nice way of calculating more or less how much protein you need on your diet. Obviously if you're doing more sport you might need more. Then you look at your fat percentages. So previously people would say try and stay below 15 grams of carb per serving and 3 grams of fat. But that's now changed with healthy fats coming in. So I think in general, in terms of food labels, what's important is just to make sure that there are no added sugars and that there are very few ingredients on there. So the less ingredients means the less preservatives, the less it's been processed in a factory. So what is that saying? They say if it's made in a plant, don't eat it. If it is a plant, eat it.
If it's made in a plant,
yeah, so made in a plant like a manufacturing plant.
Yeah, don't eat it. And if it is a plant,
eat it.
You can go ahead. Now, should we be counting our calories?
So that's quite an interesting topic, and I think it goes both ways. So the thought is that if you're eating whole foods, healthy whole foods, your hormones will self-regulate how much you should be eating. So you'll feel full when you should be feeling full. Whereas if you eat sugary foods, then your satiation hormones are maybe switched off or changed, and then you might overeat. So I think if you're desperately trying to lose weight, then it's worthwhile counting calories. Just to make sure you're always at a calorie deficit so that you can lose that weight. If you're just trying to be healthy, then focus on eating healthy whole foods in normal portions, not supersized portions.
Now, if you're trying to lose weight, how do you determine how many calories you should be taking in each day?
So there's quite a few calculations that dietitians use behind that. They take into consideration your height, your age, your gender, your target weight, your BMI, your activity level. So, based on all of those factors, you can calculate how many calories you should be eating. Generally, when women want to lose weight, they're on a 1,200 to 1,400 calorie diet. Men on about a 1,800 calorie diet. But of course, this is like big statement. It depends on height and stuff and activity level.
Now, you mentioned if you're eating really healthy foods, your body should self-regulate. What if you're eating sugary foods that maybe aren't so great for you and you switch over to eating healthy foods? Will those hormones then kick in and start to self-regulate, or is it going to take some training?
No, they should after a while. I mean, marketing loves to talk about detoxes and sugar detoxes, and they say that in 21 days you can kick a habit. So I'm not a scientist behind this, but taking that into consideration, if you eat healthily and cut out sugar for 21 days, then you should lose those cravings after that and have more control over your portions.
It's funny you mentioned detoxes. I want to ask you about these juice detoxes, and you hear about, I know Beyonce does that detox with cayenne pepper and lemon, but that's all they drink for days. Are those healthy?
I don't think so, because I think it only results in binge eating afterwards. I really feel like everything in moderation, and you don't want to set yourself up for failure. So a lot of the time people will start this juice detox and they'll fail halfway and they'll think negative thoughts towards themselves, and that's not going to do any good. So rather identify what's bad in your diet, or get a professional to help identify, and cut things out slowly so that you can progress at a normal rate and jump one hurdle at a time.
Laura, thank you very much for coming in and sharing that information with us. If we would like to get a hold of you and get some more advice from Daily Dietitian, how can we do that?
You can go to the website, which is www.dailydietitian.co.za, or email us on hello@dailydietitian.co.za.